What up, peeps? It's your boy Hacker Steve, and today, this is probably going to be my last DKOldies video for like a couple weeks, because, number one, I've been milking it a lot. Let's be honest. But, you got to give the people what they want, man. So I'm kind of at a crossroads. Now, I've had an okay experience with them. They reach out to this guy, and they tell him to clean the shit himself. Little backstory. This dude Kreisky, man, I just came across him yesterday, and he bought an N64 from him that didn't work, and he's gonna go through the rest. But check out his video if you want to, get the full vid. I'm gonna be jumping back and forth probably.
So keep sending your old video games to them if you're trying to get rid of your bulk. So right after that unboxing in the previous video, I reached out to DKOldies. I sent them an email. I told them, hey, look, this is what you sent me. This is my order number, and it does not work. And out of my pure curiosity, I opened it up to see if I can see any telltale signs why it doesn't work. And when I opened it up, it was absolutely disgusting on the inside. It does not look like it was refurbished like it claimed to be.
All right, so if you watched any of my previous videos where I analyzed one of DKOldies' videos the other day about the Wii, basically, since his console arrived dirty, that tells me that when it was traded in, it worked. And so they didn't feel a need to open it up and do the full refurb, which is why it's probably dirty.
And I'm very upset. So after that email, they messaged me back pretty quickly, actually. And they said, hello, thanks for reaching out to me. I am very sorry to hear that you're having issues with your console. But prior to sending anything back to be exchanged, please try these quick tips to resolve your issues. So it sounds like...
So the way they worded that there, where it's talking about exchanges and stuff, they automatically assume that because they don't want to give you your money back. A lot of businesses do that. It's not like abnormal for a company to say stuff like that. But I spent 5 years working Amazon customer support, so I pick up on things like that. And that's why I'm here, to tell you so that you know.
Like they knew I was pretty upset that what they sent me was garbage. And instead of being quick to exchange me or give me my money back, it seems like they kind of deflected it and said, hey, you need to try these tips out to see if you're the reason that this stuff's not working. So make sure.
Yeah, companies always deflect. You ever had to call a company about your internet not working? What's the first shit they make you do? They go, well, did you unplug it? Did you do this? Did you do that? When you told them at the beginning of the call, I haven't done anything to it, it worked, and now all of a sudden it doesn't work. They always go through those troubleshooting steps to kind of blame you. And it's not the person on the phone's fault. They didn't write the script, but the company in general is going to automatically assume you did it.
You try each of these steps before we go further on with the process. So before they told me the first tip, they say our games and consoles are cleaned, tested, and working before shipping out. And these tips have always resolved 99.9% of all problems that occur.
Shit, that's a bunch of malarkey, tomfoolery right there. I'd say, out of everything I've seen, your shit works and is clean 65% of the time, 50% of the time.
Number one is make sure that your TV is correctly set up for Nintendo 64. HD TVs may need adjusting. A Nintendo 64 TV display signals are 240p to 480i, depending on the game.
So, this information right here, it's interesting because that's something that I feel like you should tell people before they buy the stuff. Because there are some HD TVs that don't recognize it automatically. But you also, some TVs, you're just out of luck. Unless you have one of those HDMI adapters that, upscale it for you, like the Retrovision, you might just be out of luck. So, yeah, I bought that PS2, and it works and everything from DKOldies. But I can't play any PS1 games on it because it doesn't upscale the PS1 games. So 240p doesn't read on any of my TVs. Thank God I have a PS3. I can play PS1 games on there. But they do work because you hear the audio and stuff. But then, yeah, once the game actually starts, it's like, nah.
If your TV shows a no signal message, it may detect automatically and make the change, but this could take 5 minutes to recognize even with the game powered on. So that first tip is
I've never heard
nothing to
that.
do with our console not working. So let's move on to the next tip.
By the way,
make
this
sure
is-
your
this is
AV
good-ass
cables are
chewing
properly
gum.
connected. So as you guys saw in the previous video, I didn't even touch the AV cables. I plugged in my garage sale N64 and it started up perfectly. So
Yeah, basically, like, from what he told them in his initial email, compared to, like, what they're sending him, it's clearly a script because, I mean, dude, anyone that's under the age of 35, you know, is going to know to match the colors right.
it's not the AV cables. The third tip they gave me, which is probably the funniest, is when
Good
in
blow
doubt,
into the cartridge.
blow. So as you guys saw in my previous
They told him, all right, okay. That's like in their script that they send multiple people probably a day.
video, I did blow into my cartridge, but that's because it is just a testing cartridge. I don't care about that game at all. I got it for a couple bucks at a garage sale, and I specifically only use it to test all of the Nintendo 64 consoles that I buy at garage sales and thrift stores and off Facebook Marketplace before I sell them to make sure they work. So I do not recommend blowing in your cartridges. The only reason I do it is I don't care. But for the fact of DKOldies, a huge company who sells tons and tons of Nintendo 64 games, to tell
Kreisky, you got to be careful, man. You can't call them a huge company because, you know, they're just a small business according to them. But yeah, he's totally right. He's right. They are a big company. And in addition to that, you shouldn't blow into game cartridges. I know everybody does it, but a company should not be telling you to do that because it's bad. And it's it even said, like, the Nintendo disclaimer on most of their cartridges says don't do that. So I don't know why the fuck they would tell you to do that.
their customers to blow into their cartridges, which is probably damaging every single one of them. That is absolutely crazy to me. So they go on to say, it may sound silly, but you should go and blow into your cartridges because the tiniest piece of dust can prevent the game from starting up on your console. Like I was saying, I find it crazy for a business to be telling all of their customers that,
It is.
especially when blowing into your cartridges, the condensation from your breath can damage the pins and then your game won't work.
You see, this
I don't
dude
know if
knows
they tell
what's
their
up.
customers this so they buy more games from them. The games that come from DKOldies are very expensive, almost double the value you would find on eBay. So
Poor
I don't
Joey.
know if they're deliberate.
Joey's just a guy that works there. You know what I mean? He does the videos for the internet, and so he's became like the face of the company. But it's like being mad at the waitress when it's the cook's fault. You know?
Really telling their customers this, but I highly recommend that you don't do it just because you saw me do it, because like I was saying, that game is from a garage sale and I only use it to test consoles. The last tip they gave me was when all else fails, clean your console. So
Look at this. Refurbished systems they sell, right? Clean, tested, guaranteed for a year. Look at that. Look at what that says. It says, you clean it. You clean it, bitch. You fucking gave us the money and we packed it, we sent it out to you. We done our part. You clean that stupid shit. That's what they're saying to the customer. You gotta be kidding me.
I paid almost $100 for a Nintendo 64 that was supposed to be refurbished, and you're telling me to clean it because if it doesn't work, it's dirty, but you refurbished it before sending it to me?
Yeah,
So after he sent me the
basically.
email with all the
He knows what's up. So anyways, let's keep going. What does this email say? Oh yeah, that's right. He created a replacement order like for the fuck of it. Like he didn't ask for that or anything. He was trying to get a refund, but they're pushing that policy of don't give them their money back. Try to get them to get another thing or repair it first. But yeah, like I said, if you go watch this video on your own, he basically writes them back. He's like, nah, don't do that. And they end up canceling the replacement. But he actually opens it up and ends up fixing the damn thing. And all he had to do was clean it. And it worked. You know what? They just put out another video today where they ship someone's order. And there's a little segment in the video. You know what? We're going to look at that in a second. But they threw in a refurbished segment in the video.
Let's see if cleaning all the gunk off the board was the reason that this thing doesn't work. Oh my god. Oh my god. It starts right up.
Wow.
As you can see, me cleaning it like it should have been done already. I refurbished it and it works.
Basically, what I learned from this video is if you want a working Nintendo 64, you need to holler at Kreisky. He'll clean the shit out and make it work. All right, video I mentioned earlier about like where they have the segment in it of them refurbishing stuff. Couldn't find it. I checked Instagram, the fakes of Book, and YouTube. I think they took it down. So I did see that they posted another one of their live streams of them unboxing a collection, which I think these things are fake or staged because you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch this right here.
Okie doke, here we've got it here. Let's see what's inside. I see N64 stuff right off the bat. Let's check out these controllers. Nice looking original gray controller there. Beauty.
So clean.
What's going on, Daniel? Hi, Clayton. Glad you made it. These
You notice that guy in the background that's helping him? He said, "It's so clean." Well, then I guess you guys don't have to clean that one. So you know he's excited about that.
are called the Super Pad. You can see it up there. Sort of a different style to an N64 controller. Like it as well.
It sounded like he didn't, like he never seen one of those before. The way that he just did that whole setup.
These are called the Super Pad. You can
He's like, these are, oh, there's the name on the top. It's called the Super Pad.
see it up there. Sort of a different style to an N64 controller. Like it as well. And it looks
I
like
don't
we have
think
two
anybody
of
likes
those in
those.
here.
I don't know.
What's going on, Lewis? Hi, Sal. Thanks for making it, guys. Hi, Bailey.
Hold on, let me turn him down a little bit.
I also see Donkey Kong 64 Collector's Edition Yellow Game Pack. What's up, Matthew? Hi, D. Ooh, No Mercy.
I understand that Star Wars is a popular franchise, but you ever notice with all these unboxing videos, there's always like 1 or 2 Star Wars games in the whole mix? Like, I really don't feel like everybody has Star Wars games like that. That's
That's a cool find
suspicion
there.
of
And
mine.
check it out. It still has, I can't believe it, still has the old plastic wrap that was originally around it.
You can't prove
What
that,
a
Joey. How can you make that claim? You don't know that's the original plastic wrap. You can buy the shit. Like, look, I'll show you a website. You can buy the shit right now. Video game box protectors. You can buy video game box protectors. They have the plastic wrap too. You buy an impulse sealer on Amazon and a heat gun, and you can seal anything you want. You can't make that claim, G.
Mind. What's up, Jason? How you doing today? Hi, Skylar. This is, oh my goodness, this
Is it?
appears to still be sealed up. Now, I'm not 100% on what the seals look like on an N64 game, but that appears to still be in its
No,
original
you know what,
seal.
man? The way that's kind of loose on the back there, I'm not saying 100% sure that it is not legit, but if you're not good at doing the heat gun part, you know, there was that hole in the top of that case. Hold on, let me back it up. So if you're not very
What's up,
good
Jason? How you doing today? Hi,
at
Skylar.
using a heat gun when you do what I'm talking about, where you seal the
This
game,
is, oh my goodness, this
Is it?
appears to still be sealed up.
right there. See, there's that hole. If you use the heat gun too close and for too long, it'll pop these little holes in the sealer. So I don't think this is a legitimate sealed from the factory copy.
Now, I'm not 100%
But I'm not 100% either, Joey.
on. Here's a baseball game. Ooh, Hexen, old school shooter. This is right up my alley. This was back in the days of Doom and Wolfenstein. I
You're
love
struggling.
that one.
You're struggling to think of other games.
Mike, how can you purchase the No Mercy? It's going to be on our website, DKOldies.com. There it is. Let's see. We also have Mario 64 down here. Classic.
Yeah, that's nothing, man.
What's up, Philip?
I don't feel like these combination of games really fit a person's personality. You know what I mean? Like, you telling me this dude has a sealed copy of Star Wars Racers, No Mercy, a baseball game, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and he has Mario 64?
Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Shipped one of these out not too long ago.
I know there's no way to prove that.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Amanda? Huh?
You know what I mean?
Wasn't that a wild find down there? Nightmare creatures, spooky, Mario Kart. GoldenEye. What's this blue one gonna be? Anybody have any guesses on that blue cartridge?
It's gonna be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
We'll get to it in just a second.
Dumb son of a fucking bitch.
Shadows of the Empire.
There you go. There's another Star Wars
games
game.
are so good.
That one is pretty good.
There was 3 or 4 on the N64, and maybe Rogue Squadron might be my favorite of them. Dude, John, it is like Christmas every time we get to open these boxes. It's so much fun. We're about to get to this blue cartridge. Is this the holographic version? It is the holographic version of Majora's Mask. There were 2 types. One had this holographic label. The other had the standard, like, paper label. Ooh, Hydro Thunder. Good guess, Eddie. Good guess. Let's see what it is. I hope it's Hydro Thunder. Oh, it's the other James
007,
Bond
you son
game.
of a bitch.
The world is not enough. Let's see what we have here. WrestleMania Challenge. Holy smokes. Was he in The Princess Bride?
Andre the Giant? Is that him? Yeah, that is him. Yeah.
Kind of giving us some wild eyes right there.
All right, I just like randomly switched. I just skimmed to that part of this video. Dude, how the fuck do you not know Andre the Giant? Like, he's literally like one of the most iconic, not even wrestlers, but like he's like one of the biggest people to ever live. Like, you just know him as the guy from Princess Bride? Joey, you just lost 10 points, bro. Alright, so here's the final video I want to look at today. I told you it was going to be a long video, but that's just because I want you guys to get your DKOldies fixed so we could take a break, maybe a week or 2. And I won't make another DKOldies video unless, like, Joey, like, threatens to beat somebody's ass or something. You know, like, something crazy happens, I'll have to make a video, you know, because I'm documenting this whole saga, you know, alongside the bigger YouTube guys. But this kid bought an N64 in 2020, and this is his unboxing. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it, but I just thought it'd be entertaining to look at. I watched a couple minutes of it the other day, so we'll kind of skim through it.
It's here.
I don't know why he had to film this part. It's like a episode of Mario where they're like chasing the baby daddy down. I don't know how old this kid is, but if I had a kid and his room was dirty like this, look at this. Look at that. That's just a pile of shit, man. That's a pile of shit. I wouldn't be buying him no more piles of shit to put in that pile of shit till he cleaned that pile of shit up. Alright, so judging by the way his arm looks, dude's like 16, 17 years old. Maybe older. But,
Hello everybody, Cinderzord here, and this package just arrived at my house.
I don't think
30
he
minutes
should
ago.
be, first of all, he's just using a fucking steak knife that he probably got out of the kitchen, out of the cutting board. Like, you don't have a pair of scissors, man, or like a pocket knife? Like, somebody's gonna eat their steak with that. I know it's gonna get washed. Also, you don't know how to use a knife, man. You sitting here cutting the blade with the blade facing you, like, you gonna get hurt, man. You need to clean your room, and you need to learn proper knife etiquette.
I didn't open it immediately because I was watching something on the TV.
Okay.
I literally just woken up
Okay.
at 10 o'clock, and at 10, I heard thunk, thunk, thunk. The guy just knocked on the door.
This is
And
all
left.
unnecessary, man. We don't need the backstory. I mean,
Obviously, Corona and
what you
everything,
want.
but, you know.
yeah. Okay, he's like, damn. Even in editing, he was like, damn,
So this
I'm
packet-
taking a really long time opening this fucking box. Let me speed this shit up.
Came all the way from New York. From DKOldies.
Pennsylvania. They're not in New York. All right, looks like we got more old school shit. Shitty controllers.
That I almost couldn't. Ooh, these are the games.
Okay, what games to get? Ocarina of Time and Mario 64, of course.
This is. If I went over, I'd play this.
That sounded like a threat.
That's. What is this?
Oh,
This
man.
the
Dude,
power brick?
dog. You bought this CD. You know what? I shouldn't be hating on this party. He didn't know what it was. That's okay. Not everybody needs to know everything
That's
about
a
everything,
massive
Steve.
power brick.
It's really not that big, man. You ever seen an Xbox 360 power brick?
Here
You can literally commit murder
we
with a
have
360
the
power brick.
AV cables. And
What happened? Okay, this is
okay,
part
so
of his
this might be
video.
a little awkward, but yeah, the webcam ran out of storage.
How does a
going to take it
webcam
out
run
of
out
the
of
box
storage?
and move the box so that I can use this stool.
Look at that Wii down there, man. Wait, hold up, hold up. Is that an Xbox next to that? Okay, GameCube, Wii. He's getting the whole.
So that I can use this stool.
He's got the whole pile of old shit right next to that pile of shit on the ground. Two piles of shit. Don't
Help
keep
me
consoles
open it.
on your floor, man. Don't do that. Anybody that knows anything about computers and game consoles, the one thing that kills them the quickest is heat. Putting something on the floor, especially carpet, is going to cause ventilation issues that you don't want. And yeah, doing it for like 2 weeks, probably okay. But you know people are leaving this stuff on their floor for like years. And, you know, that's all you're really going to get out of it is like 1 or 2 years if you do that. Because it's going to burn out the insides, which is probably why the Xbox 360 had such an issue. Because people were playing it for such long periods of time, and more than likely, a lot of them were on the fucking carpet. Of course, that's all speculation. All right, I can't prove any of this. All right, it looks like it's fairly clean. Looks like there might be some bullshit in that power button. At first glance, though, it looks okay. He got smart. He was like, you know what? I don't
That's
even
so
need the one that
plugged
they
into
gave me. I'll
the-
just use the one that the GameCube uses. Dude, look at that carpet, bro. Dirty ass. And trust me, I've seen a lot worse. But, like, you're making a YouTube video. 53,000 people have seen your dirty ass room.
AV to HDMI.
And even more people are going to see it now because I'm showing you a video of it. Hopefully a lot of people see this. If they don't, what else? But if they do,
But I
you know,
read
hell yeah.
that the N64, the SNES, the N64, and the game.
I love how he like it just like okay. I don't know, the way he walked up to his desk and how this knife
For
is
the
just, like that knife literally looks like perfectly placed, like it was a murder weapon, and you're like trying to you're playing one of those spy games where it's like find the murder weapon out of this pile of shit. Well, it's not the Rubik's Cube looking thing. It's the perfectly placed knife on the mouse pad.
The SNES, the N64, and the GameCube all use the same cable.
Oh, he's learning us now. Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that he uses a stool? Oh, no, that's right. He had an office chair earlier. He's just got the stool there to make the video. Okay. I thought this motherfucker was sitting on a stool playing games
the
at his
same.
computer.
So what I'm going to do, my GameCube with the new controller and see if that works. Because my white plug doesn't seem to give me left audio. So I took out the top.
Dude, man, you could have just like...
Controller. It doesn't say Nintendo, but I plugged that into my GameCube. Let's see something real quick.
You didn't plug that into your GameCube. Highly doubt that. I don't even
I'm
know
gonna
what
put
he's
this
doing.
controller aside.
Looks like the games work. That's cool. And then for 10 minutes, he just filmed him playing Mario. What's this? Okay, then he plays Zelda. Is that it? Do we get a debriefing for the video, or is it just abruptly end?
This has been buying an N64 in 2020. It was a good idea.
What a way to wrap it. The man sure knows how to wrap a video, don't he? Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you if you stuck around this long. Hell, if you only watched 2 minutes of this video and you never even see me say this, I appreciate you too. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for everybody that has subscribed already. I really appreciate it. Like I said, taking a break from making DKOldies content for at least a week, because I don't want people to think I'm just here to make DKOldies content, because that's not the case. However, it does get a lot of views, so I mean, you know, it's kind of like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like, yeah, I want to make content that isn't related to DKOldies, but I also want to like get views and subscribers so that I can like, you know, get monetized, which I think is at 1,000 subscribers. Which would be really sweet, but you know, if that never happens, I don't care, because I've had a lot of fun making these videos and talking to you guys in the comments anyways. I'm rambling at this point. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a great day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you on the next one.